Well, mercy sakes, we're going to get a nice early start with Amanda Anne Platt today. And that is very exciting for me, I tell you what. Let's see how that is. Okay, you're in mic 3, that one on your left, and you really need to,
Okay. Hey.
Speak right in. Talk to the mic. Don't talk to me.
All right. Hello, microphone.
Oh, indeed. Welcome. Not your first time to KNON. First time to my show, and I am thrilled to have you here.
Yeah, it's so good to be in again.
Oh, and of course you're in town because you are playing the legendary Sons of Hermann Hall. Not only that, but you're getting to open the bowling alley bar, which has been closed for a couple of years now for repairs.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah,
I hadn't been privy to that information.
It's a big wing ding, man. Not just your show, but the debut of the new old, or something like that.
Well, we love Sons of Hermann Hall. We got to, I guess it was just about a year and a half ago we were there, and we had a really good time.
It's a grand old building. You know, it's the oldest continuous use commercial building in Dallas. It's because it's always been a Sons of Hermann Hall. It's also the oldest commercial wooden structure in Dallas. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
1903, something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, what a neat place.
It is. And it'll be neater tonight with your presence, I'm sure.
Definitely. We're going to neaten it up.
Well, just before you went on the air, I was talking to you about your guitar, which is a real looker, I must say.
Thank you. Yeah, I live in Asheville, North Carolina, and I moved there to apprentice with a luthier and learn how to build guitars. And this is the only one I ever really completed. But I've gotten a lot of mileage out of it, so I guess that's okay.
I bet folks could see it if they came to the Sons of Hermann tonight.
It will be there.
What time's the show starting?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Okay,
yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. And you've got Rodney Rice opening for you. Have you heard him?
Not familiar. No.
He's really good. He's a local guy. Just out of the blue, man. He was working out in the oil field, out in the oil patch, and sent us a CD that he'd made. It was darn good. And
nice.
Yeah. Well, we've been playing him on KNON ever since.
Excellent. Well, we're excited for sure. Yeah, I've been living in a bubble on this tour. We've just been kind of in the van a lot, so
I would think
it's great to get out and hear music.
Oh yeah, I would bet. Oh mercy. Well, are you touring a lot?
We have been. We had some downtime earlier this year, but we've been hitting it pretty hard recently. And this month especially, we've been all over the place in California and back. And
supporting the new CD.
Yeah, which is a year old now. It just turned a year old, but yeah.
Is it really?
It is, yeah.
Oh my God. Well, that gives you, if that came out last year, man, that gives you 3 CDs in 3 years.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
How do you do that in tour?
Well, I mean, the recording process itself is pretty fast, really. For the past 2, it's been quick. Because before that, our first 2 albums came out 3 years apart. Or I should say our first 3 albums came out. The first one, Irene, came out in 2009, then we had one in 2012, and then Me Oh My, which is the first one that I think y'all would have picked up as 2015.
Yeah, that's the first one we got. Yeah.
So then we had 2015, 2016, 2017. We're taking this year off. And but then, yeah, hopefully we'll have one out next year. And I write a lot, so, we can just kind of get into the studio for a week and bust out 11 or 12 songs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a pretty darn good weekend.
Yeah. Oh, a week. A weekend
Okay.
might be a little optimistic.
Yeah,
although, if we were less picky, we could probably do it.
Oh, please don't be less picky.
Well, we could be more picky, too, and take another 3 years to put an album out.
The happy medium. But your songs they've always had a really good flow. They just sort of, they move very naturally. They don't sound forced at all,
Well, thank you.
And yet they're not boring.
Thank you again.
That's a good balance.
Yeah. Well, I guess I try not to be boring. I do just kind of tend to write in a very stream of consciousness kind of way, but Yeah, I don't know. I'm aware. I think I'm aware that if I ramble too much, I might lose the point of what I'm saying. So I try to keep it concise.
Well, speaking of keeping it concise, why don't I shut up and let you play some music? Would you favor us with a tune?
I would surely do that. I'll play this one. It's off of that album that just turned 1, and it's called What We've Got. Well, I see an old white wicker chair on a front porch, and it's raining all around. The sky is gray, and the paint is peeling. I can hear an old dog dreaming, and his ragged breath is keeping me awake. And there's a sign inside the record store window. It says, "Quit looking, 'cause love is blind." And I smile, 'cause I know that what we've got is what everybody's trying so hard to find. And it makes me want you, it makes me want to call you up and say I'm coming home tonight. 'Cause all the time I thought that I was wasting, I was just learning how to look into your eyes and say I want you, I want to call you mine. Well, I think about the days when I was younger. It was such a selfish little thing, so full of pride. And oh, how I needed them to love me. It made me ugly and unkind. But now there's an old man sitting in the window, and he's got an angel on his mind. And I smile, 'cause I know that what we've got is gonna take us there in time. And it makes me want you, it makes me want to drive all night so I can lay down by your side. 'Cause all the time I thought that I was wasting, I was just learning how to look into your eyes and say I want you, I want you to be mine.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, man, that guitar sounds really nice. Has a
Thank
beautiful
you.
voice.
She's mellowed with age.
All right. Well, don't we all? Well, I tell you what, if you'll pardon me, it's not firing off the board, Ross, if you do us the honors. We need to take a real quick break and play a couple of cards. And, unfortunately, we have word from the Sons that Rodney Rice probably will not appear today, which is been real consistent with the day I've had today. I bragged on him, and he's not going to be there. Oh, well.
That's the shame for us. We'll miss hearing him.
Oh, well, yes, actually, that is a shame for you, because he is worth hearing. I hope you have the opportunity on down the line.
Yeah, me too. We'll check him out. I'm sure he's on The internet.
Have you still got the same band?
Yes, as last year. Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful.
Same band.
Well, no, that's a real good sign. You know, when you see bands that are some bands you see are stable. Some of them have just a rotating line of personnel, and it really speaks a lot about the cohesion of the band and the hierarchy and what have you.
We get along pretty well. It's been pretty much the same outfit for about 5 years, so we like each other for the most part.
Must be. Well, we like you here. I tell you what.
We like Dallas.
Well, I hope so. It's much more likable when it's not 100 degrees. But
is it not 100 degrees? I thought it was.
Not quite yet, but it probably will be. If not today, tomorrow.
We've run the gamut on this tour. We were just up in Pennsylvania a couple days ago, and it was chillier up there for sure. It was maybe in the low 70s.
I would hope so.
Yeah, it was, and there was like a storm system kind of buzzing all around, a lot of rain.
Yeah, you know, as you're sitting down here sweating, it would be discouraging to think that there's nowhere you can go and find someplace cooler.
I'm sure that's the truth. And there are definitely times, we usually come down to Texas in, I think February has kind of been our track record, and it feels real nice in February. It's definitely good to get out of North Carolina around that time. We live in the mountains in North Carolina where it's
I wish you would come down in early to mid-April, because that's when the bluebonnets and the wildflowers are going crazy.
Yeah, well, I have family that live outside of Austin, so I've been to visit them.
Oh, good, good. You've seen the show.
Yeah, definitely. I even picked some bluebonnets, which I guess you're not supposed to do, but I had them on the dash of my car for a long time. My aunt told me that maybe outside of Austin, it's a no-no. They don't want people pulling over to pick them.
Well, we do try and share, but I bet we can get by without those few.
Yeah, I don't think anyone missed them.
Well, I tell you what, why don't we just cut to the chase? Have you got another tune
I sure do. Let me think here.
While you're moving the capo, Anne Platt and the Honeycutters are going to be at the Sons of Hermann tonight at 8 o'clock. In the downstairs bowling alley without Rodney Rice, but but still, that's going to be.
Go on.
It was a heck of a show last time, and we were talking about how you write everything, just about everything. I can only think of one cover, and that's that Leonard Cohen Hallelujah.
Yeah, that's the only cover we've recorded.
You've got to talk about that, but let's hear the song first.
Sure,
that's much more important.
All right, I'm going to do this one again. It's off of that newer album, and it's, I don't know if we have any Dick Tracy fans out there, but this is this is my ode to Dick Tracy as one of the last great heroes. In every closet, and everybody's in another man's pocket. You ever start to think you got it wrong? Can you remember why you're here tonight? It's all for sale when the price is right. You've been losing at this same fight. Tracy, take the bribe, 'cause there ain't no more Listen to your stories about cops and robbers. She used to love the way the badge could catch the light. But he caught a couple bad breaks. Started coming home from work late. And she started getting headaches every night. So Tracy, take a break, 'cause there ain't no more good guys. You could be on that plane tonight. Push this wasted city from your mind. She could be by your side. You know she'd try to understand. A man has got to be a man any way he can, any way he can.
Yeah. Yeah. Lovely.
Thank you.
Oh, man. I do like that tune. One of my favorite tunes on that CD.
Oh, thanks. We haven't been playing it much, and we just kind of, I don't know what made me just think of it. I was like, I'm going to play this one.
Glad you did.
We'll do it tonight, too.
Oh, good. Good. Well, you were born and raised in New York State, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In a little town outside of
Just outside of the city, yeah. Mm-hmm. Hastings on Hudson.
Hastings on Hudson.
So it's so quaint up there. They're all on Hudson, you know. We're all just little towns on the Hudson River.
Man, y'all got stuff that is so old. I mean, you know, in Dallas, we get all misty-eyed over something that dates back to the early 1900s. And you've got stuff that dates back to the 1600s.
Yeah, there's some old stuff there. I mean, yeah, definitely in New York City and, you know, a lot of parts of the Northeast. I feel like, yeah, Hastings, probably the oldest stuff is probably 1800s maybe. I don't know. But that just made me think, do you know who Eddie Izzard is? He's a British comedian.
Yeah.
Really funny guy. And he has a bit about how he's talking about how in America we just tear everything down. And, you know, it's like, oh, this building dates back to how it was over 50 years ago. And he's
kill it, flatten it out.
He's like, we've got things from, like, you know, the 14th century.
Yeah.
So,
that's the real thing. Yeah. We recycle things rather abruptly here.
We do, yeah.
Well, and of course it makes a difference if you build out of stone.
That's true.
It is fairly durable stuff.
It lasts longer.
The only thing that lasts longer is Bodark. And
Twinkies may last longer.
Twinkies. Scary but true. Facts of nature. Well, so anyway, New York, Leonard Cohen.
Leonard Cohen.
Is that where you first heard? I'm just curious as to how you came to select that particular tune, because man, it's great when your live show.
Thank you.
It absolutely had the room gasping when you were at the Sons last time.
Well, it's so I started doing that. I mean, it's, you know, so that song I feel like has kind of been covered to death, and I was so sure that we would never record it because of that. You know, I started doing it. I was probably 18 or 19, and I was living up in New York, and I had started playing the banjo. That was kind of my first accompanying instrument when I started writing songs, and I could only play one rhythm on the banjo, which was like, so I couldn't not play a waltz. But I didn't even know at that point, when I was like 18 or 19, I didn't even know, I'm ashamed to say, that it was a Leonard Cohen song. I, like many people, heard Jeff Buckley's version and fell in love with that, which is still...
Well, it's a killer version.
It is.
Yeah.
And in my heart, still, I think that's kind of the version to which even... This is blasphemy, but even Leonard Cohen's version sometimes gets compared to that for me.
Well, yeah. Well, no, there's something special about the first version that you heard of something, even if it's not the original.
Yeah, and so I wanted to do that song. I was like, I'm gonna learn this song. I'm gonna sing this song, but I couldn't play it like Jeff Buckley played it, so I just started playing it like kind of like a country song,
Mm-hmm.
And I did, I played it for a while, and I covered it with some bands I was in, and then
This is while you're playing banjo.
Yes.
Now that would be different.
Yeah, it was different. It was very different. And then when I think actually in the early days of the Honeycutters, I did it a little bit. Like we were, more of a bar band, and we had long sets to fill, so we did a lot more covers. And I'm pretty sure we did that. But we were playing up in Canada in 2014, and the promoter of the show asked if we knew any Canadian songs, and I thought he meant like "Oh Canada" or something, but then I was like, wait a second, I know this song by Leonard Cohen, which is, he's Canadian. So then I, just at sound check, I kind of showed it to the guys. I mean, they knew the song obviously, but I just showed them kind of the way that I did it and the vibe, and we did it that night, and it went so well that we just really started adding it back into the show. And so then flash forward a few years, and we just had so many people asking if we ever recorded that version of it that I was like, well, I guess we should do it, and we did get people being like, don't record that song. So many people have recorded that song, but I don't know, it's done all right for us. I think we made it onto some list, and maybe when Leonard Cohen died, I think we made it onto some list of the best versions of that song, one small list from like Ontario or something.
Well, I tell you what, live, it seems like you are pulling emotion all the way out of your toenails when you get that one. I mean, it's just...
Well, thanks. It's a very emotional song, and I feel like it's easy to get into it, It's just easy to find your own story in it, I think, for a lot of people. Leonard Cohen definitely had a gift for that, as so many great songwriters do, of kind of being able to tell a story that has personal significance and detail, but making it very accessible so that the listener can easily put themselves inside of it.
Well, when you're having a good night, do you just kind of, it's like you're not doing it, you're just sitting back and watching yourself and letting it happen? Yeah,
definitely. If it's, especially when when we're all in the zone and the band is all just feeling it, it can just, I think you do kind of enter a state where it's just doing itself.
Well,
the show's doing itself.
Even to a much lesser degree, of course. Even here in the studio, if I'm having a good day, it's like I call it the muse took over.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. The muse had a great show today.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, I feel that way with songwriting too. It's like if I write a song that I'm really satisfied with, I'm never really satisfied with a song if I've like had to really like struggle and hammer away. I mean, maybe some people feel like the more work that goes into it, the better the product. But for me, I find it's usually the opposite. If something's not coming naturally, I'm like, I need to put this aside for a while.
And then just come back to it later.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes years. I just finished a song yesterday that I started probably in 2013. And was just...
Really?
For some reason, it's a Christmas song, too. And for some reason, we were just driving down the highway. Or no, yesterday we had off. But anyway, we were, where we were yesterday in Kansas. And I was just like, oh, that song. And I sat down and it was there, but it just hadn't been there before.
Every day in Kansas is like Christmas, right?
It must be what it is. That's what it is. It's just like
Gotta be that.
Christmas land. It's like the North Pole.
Oh, mercy. Well, we got time to maybe get in one more song. We have to let Amanda go. She does need to go be a professional and get ready for her gig at the Sons of Hermann Hall.
Yep.
Okay, people want your music, and of course they do. How do they go about getting it?
Well, we have a website where all of the music is available, and that's thehoneycutters.com. And the newer albums are all available on iTunes and Amazon and whatnot. I think if you were to Google
all the usual suspects.
The usual suspects. I think if you were to Google the Honeycutters, you would find some avenues.
That sounds like a winner. By the way, say hello to Bucolic Bill when you're at the gig tonight. He messaged us down at messaged the host on KNON.org and sent his comment. And so Bucolic Bill says hi. He loves your stuff and is really looking forward to seeing you tonight.
Nice. Cool. Well, we'll look forward to seeing Bill. All right. Well, I guess I'll get one more in here. This is I'm gonna do, and this is actually off of my solo album. This is it's called Angeline, and I am gonna play it with a pick. It's like a diamond mine. Nobody's gonna see you shine till you leave that man behind. I know you think you need his love, but that's not what you're wanting of. Crawling's only good enough until you learn how to stand up. I know you're doubting, and you're trying to find a way to get around it. But the arms that carried you are tired, and you're gonna fall if you don't fly. Scar on your right hand. You got your daddy's eyes and your mama's laugh. You could do much worse than that and paint the walls of this old house. Let the sun shine in, let the bad times out. Everything you dreamed about is gonna come so easy now. Oh, Angeline, I know you're doubting. I see you looking for a way to get around it. But the arms that carried you are tired, and you're gonna fall if you don't fly. You don't fly.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me in.
Oh, well, our pleasure, I assure you. I wish you had more time, but I know you got to go be a professional.
Well, next time we'll make sure to schedule a little more time.
Maybe you get some ribs next time.
Yeah, that's a promise right there. I tell you, we still talk about your ribs. So.
Oh, that was my pleasure. I guarantee you.